So hello everyone, this is lecture 60 for the mathematical physics. In the last lecture we have studied the Gauss divergence theorem, that is the fundamental theorem for divergence. Today we will study the fundamental theorem for the curl, that is Stokes theorem. So what the Stokes theorem says, so this is your statement, that is curl of A and the surface integral of that will be equal to line integral of that surface. Means you have any open surface, then that will be covered or ended with the lines. Then taking the complete line integral of that open surface will be equal to the curl of A and that's surface integral. So this will be equal to this. So you have any open surface like a square, circle, then taking the line integral around the closed surface will be equal to curl of that A vector field and taking the surface integral. So that will be equal to this. Now see, if your surface is closed, then you won't have any line boundary. That's why this should be 0 for that. So that's how, if you have a closed surface, we will get this curl of A dA will be equal to 0. So that is the Stokes theorem for the fundamental theorem for curl. Now let's see some example how to solve questions in here. Okay, so let's vector field is given in this form: 2xz plus 3y square y cap, 4yz square z cap. Now surface is given in this form. This is some square, so this is 1, this is 1, and this is x, and this plane is x equal to 0. Now we need to calculate or check for this theorem if this is true or not. So first we will calculate the curl of A and taking the surface integral, then we'll take the line integral around this closed surface and we will check that if this is came out to be equal to this or not. So let's take first the curl of A. So curl of A, you know how to calculate the curl of any vector field. It will be x cap, y cap, z cap. Then this del operator, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z. Then you will take these x equal to 0 here and y is this and z is this. So 2xz plus 3y square 4yz square. Now you know how to calculate a determinant. You take the x cap and these rows will be cancelled out. So it will be del by del y of this, it will give you 4z square, minus del by del z of this, it will give you 2x plus 3 means del by del z of this will give you 2x only, because for the 3y square it will be 0, so it will be minus 2x. Now for the y cap, this column and this row will be cancelled out and minus sign will be outside, and now del by del x of this will give you 0, minus del by del z of this will give you 0, so 0 minus 0, plus z cap, this column and this row will cancel out, so del by del x of this will give you 2z and minus del by del y of this will give you 0, so 2z minus 0. So this will be your curl. Now you need to calculate your surface integral for this surface. So what is our dA element here? See, I already told you how to calculate the dA element. Here x is equal to 0, so dx will be 0, and you know for then surface will be dy dz. So dy dz and direction will be x cap, because you can see the curl will give you this direction, thumbs outside, so it will be x cap direction for this surface. If you take any surface here, so direction will be this side because of this direction given, contour. So dA will be dy dz x cap. Now you will find the del cross A dot dA. It will give you 4z square minus 2x dy dz. From here you can calculate del cross A is this and dA is this, so it will give you 4z square minus 2x dy dz. Now you need to calculate the integral. So you need to put the limit for the y and z, and both are going from 0 to 1, 0 to 1. So we'll just substitute here and it will give you y will give you 1 and z cube by 3 will give you again 1, so 1 upon 3, so it will be 4 upon 3. You can see here, you will substitute the limit for the z and y, it will be 4z square dy dz, it will be 4 by 3. Now this is our left hand side. Now let's calculate the right hand side to prove this. Now for the right hand side we need to take the line integral. So we'll take for every line, so we'll take this as your first segment, this is your second, this is your third, this is your fourth. So we'll solve for each one and add them, then we'll see if we are getting the same result or not. So for first one, x is going from 0 to 1 and x is 0, y is going 0 to 1 and z equal to 0. So dl will be dy y cap only, dx equal to 0, dz equal to 0. You know dl is dx I cap, dx x cap plus dy y cap plus dz z cap. From there dx dz will be 0, so dl will be dy y cap. Now a dot dl, a you already know from here, so a dot dl is means this multiply dy y cap, so it will be 2xz plus 3y square by dy And from here, you know, x equal to 0, z equal to 0, so this term will be 0, so it will be 3y square dy, it will give you y cube by 3, so it will be y cube only, so 1 will give you 1. So for first segment it is 1. For second segment, see, this x is 0 for this segment again, and y equal to 1, and z is going from 0 to 1. So this is your condition. From here, dy equal to 0, dx equal to 0, dl will be dz z cap. So a dot dl will give you 4y z square dz. Now integrating this, y is 1, to substitute here, it will be 4z square dz, and z is going from 0 to 1, so it will give you z cube by 3, so it will be 4 by 3 only. In place of y, you will write just 1, because this is constant. For third axis, x is equal to 0, y is going from 1 to 0, and z is 1. So z is fixed here, so dl will be dy y cap. A dot dl will give you 2xz plus 3y square dy. In place of z, write 1. In place of x, write 0. You will get 3y square dy. Now this will be y cube by 3, so it will be y only, and now it will be 0 minus 1, it will give you minus 1. Now let's check for the fourth axis. This one, here x equal to 0, z is going from 1 to 0, y equal to 0. So your dl will be dz z cap. A dot dl will give you 4y z square dz, and y equal to 0, so this will be 0. We don't need to calculate more further. Now this fourth segment is 0. Now we'll add up all the line integrals. So this will be 1 plus 4 by 3 minus 1 plus 0, it will give you, minus will cancel out, 4 by 3. So this is same as we calculated for this one curl. Here you have the 4 by 3 and you are getting the same result. So it is verified. So let's see one more example, what kind of question can also be asked. So here, if A is given in this form, means this is your Cartesian coordinates obviously, but now this time contour is given in some triangle form. So let's see how to calculate for this, because you know, if this was a square as we discussed in the last example, so here only means this x, y and z are independent of each other when they are perpendicularly varying. But see, now this is a line in the yz plane, so y is depending on the z. So how can we solve this kind of line integral? So first we need to check for the del cross A. So for the left hand side, del cross A, you know how to find the curl. So this just solve this determinant, you will get this minus 2y x cap minus 3z y cap minus x z cap. So this is del cross A. Now del cross A dot dA. So direction of this surface, if you have any surface here, so direction will be in the outward direction, but see, x is constant here, x is 0, so dx will be 0, so area will be dy dz, and direction will be x cap, so dA will be dy dz x cap. Now del cross A dA will give you, this will give you minus 2y dy dz. Now you need to find the integral. Now see, you will substitute here, y is going 0 to 2 minus z. Why? First find the equation of this line. Equation of this line, it will be y by 2, means intercept will be here 2, intercept here is 2, so it will be y by 2 plus z by 2 equal to 1. From here you will get equation y plus z equal to 2 or y equal to 2 minus z. Means how y is changing, change in y is depending on z. So when you put the limit, so if you take any one independent, first we take z as independent, so z is going from 0 to 2, and with these limits y is changing. So how y is changing? Y is changing 2 minus z. So limits of y will be 0 to 2 minus z. When z is changing from 0 to 2, y will be changing 0 to 2 minus z. If you take the y as independent, then y is changing from 0 to 2, and z will be 2 minus y. So you will take limit of z will be 0 to y, 2 minus y. So that's how you will see. First let's take the z as the independent variable. So z is going from 0 to 2, and then y will be changing from 0 to 2 minus z. Now see, as z becomes 2, y becomes 0. Y becomes 0. So that's how we can put this limit. Now here also y is depending on the z. So for this y dy will give you y square by 2, and to substitute these limits we need to place in place of y 2 minus z. So just place this dz outside and this limit outside 0 to 2, just it is for the y. So it will be y square by 2, and limits will be 0 to 2 minus z, so it will be 2 minus z square divided by 2 dz. Now see, this is just in the form of z now. So what you will do here, you will just open this, it will be means 2 minus z it is, so it will be 2 to the 4, and this 2 will cancel out, so this 4 will give you 4z, plus b square will give you z square, so it will be z cube by 3, minus 2ab will give you 4z minus 4z, so it will be z square by 2, it will give you minus 2z square. Now substituting these limits 0 to 2 will give you minus 8 by 3. So this del cross A dot dA will be equal to minus 8 by 3. Now see, you must understand this thing because this is very important. You can't solve this integral until you know this dependency of one on another. If they are independent, then you can solve them directly, but now you can see that they are depending on each other, so that's why we have put limits. That's how. Okay, now let's calculate the right hand side, means for each segment. Let's calculate first for this segment. X equal to 0, y is changing from 0 to 2, and z equal to 0. So here y is changing from 0 to 2. Now dl will be dx equal to 0, dz equal to 0. So dl will be dy y cap. So a dot dl will give you 2yz dy. Now see, y equal to z equal to 0. So this will give you 0 here. So for first segment it will be 0. For second segment, see, x will be 0 and y is going 0 to 2 and z is going 0 to 2. But this is depending on each other, not independent of each other. So because if they were going to here, then they will be independent of each other. But they are going through this path. So that's why they are depending on each other, and we need to find a relation and solve in only one variable. We need to solve this line integral in one formulation and relation between y and z. So how can we do that? So x equal to 0 and y plus z equal to 2. We know this is the equation of that line. So dy plus dz will give you 0. Now in place of dy you can substitute dz, and in place of x, in place of y you can substitute z. So we can solve this line in one variable only. So how can we do that? So dl will be dy y cap plus dz z cap, because both y and z are changing. So a dot dl will give you 2yz dy plus 3zx dz. Now see, this x is 0, so this will turn out to be 0. So we need to solve only this one, and from here z equal to 2 minus y, so this will be this. Or you can solve this in form of y, so y will be 2 minus z, so you can solve this in this form also, 2 minus z. And in place of dy, means you can write in place of dy, you can write dz, that will be minus dz. So here in place of dy you get minus dz, and in place of y you will get 2 minus z. So you can solve this way or this way, you will give you both will give you the same result. So you can solve this integration. This is simple depending on y, this is simply depending on z. So after substituting the limit you will get these result, minus 8 by 3. So if you take for the y is changing from 2 to 0, 2 to 0, y is becoming 2 to 0. If you take for the z is going from 0 to 2. That's why we have taken these limits. Z is going 0 to 2 and dy is going 2 to 0. So both will give you the same result, that will be minus 8 by 3. And for this third axis, x equal to 0, and if you calculate y equal to 0, so dz will be means dl will be dz, and this will give you 0 again. If you solve this a dot dl type, so this third segment will give you 0. So what is your result? This is giving 0, this is 0. So addition of all the three will give you minus 8 by 3. And this is same as we calculated for this one here by the left hand side, that is minus 8 by 3. So that's how we verified the theorem. Let's take one more example in the cylindrical coordinates. A equal to 2r cos phi r cap plus r phi cap, cylindrical system. So it is given in the question, that is x here, y here. So we know in cylindrical system we take x, y in the lower side, so we can transform this to this, means x, y, z, and this plane is x, y. So this is same as this, so we just drawn this in this film. Now we can solve this easily here. So we need to find the line integral for this, and curl of A and dA here. So first let's find the left hand side, that is first we need to find the dA. So dA will be here z equal to 0, so dz will be 0. So dA will be dx dy and direction will be z cap. So dA is equal to r dr d phi z cap. Now del cross A will be 2 1 plus sin phi z cap. From here you can calculate simply, you know how to find the curl in the cylindrical coordinates. So this will give you this. Now del cross A dot dA will give you 2r 1 plus sin phi dr d phi. So here r is going from 0 to 1 and phi is going from 0 to pi by 2. So that's why we have substituted these limits. So it will be dr will give you r square by 2 and it will be r square only, so r will be 1, so 2 will cancel out. For this it will give you phi minus cos phi, pi by 2 substitute here, you will get 1 plus pi by 2. So this left hand side giving you 1 plus pi by 2. Let's find the line integral now. So line integral will be sum of these three segments. So this first this curve, second this length, third this length. So let's take first for this one, or this curve one, let's take. So first this segment we will take. So r is going from 0 to 1, and phi is 0 here, and z is 0 here. So dl will be dr r cap. So a dot dl will give you, a is here. So a dot dl will give you 2r cos phi dr, and phi is 0 here because phi is constant for this axis, that is 0. So cos 0 will be 1. So r 2r will be here. It will be r square by 2, and 2 will cancel out. So r square, after substituting the limit, you will get 1 here. I just did it directly. So you will get 1 here. Now for this second one, this curve, this is for the quarter of the circle. So r is fixed for this, that is 1. So phi is changing 0 to pi by 2, and z equal to 0. So r is 1. So dr will be 0, dz will be 0, and phi is going 0 to pi by 2. So dl will be d phi phi cap. Now a dot dl will give you r d phi. So substitute here r d phi, and r is equal to 1 here fixed. So it will be d phi only. So d phi will give you phi, and after substituting limit, you will get pi by 2 minus 0, that will be pi by 2. Now for this third one, now for this, phi is equal to pi by 2, that is fixed. R is going from 1 to 0, and z equal to 0. So let's do the thing. R 1 to 0, phi pi by 2, and z equal to 0. So d phi will be 0, dz will be 0, and dl will be dr r cap. So a dot dl will be 2r cos phi dr. Now phi is pi by 2, so this will be 0, and this integral will be 0. Means this integral will be 0 for third segment. Now adding the all three, so it will be 0, pi by 2, and 0. So 0, pi by 2, and 1. So it will give you 1 plus pi by 2. And this is the same result we are getting here in the left hand side. So that's how we prove the Stokes theorem, that is the fundamental theorem for curve. So in the next lecture we will discuss one more example with the spherical polar coordinates. Then we will see some miscellaneous questions, and then in the last we will discuss the Green's theorem. So that will be end of vector analysis. Thank you everyone.